sports. It's in the game. It's the
holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught by Dell. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Stroud. A little short pass. This is Everett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kyrie Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the numbers for Pierce last week, 22 carries, 97 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
He's got it to Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Stroud sets up the play action. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Bills at 13-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This is 2nd and 8.
Allen going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead. So retreating first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud on 3rd down now.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake. Allen. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Toss play. Here's Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
This is caught by Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Stroud. That is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Pierce. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Pass caught. It's Justin Shorter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Allen running the option to the left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And his pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Hits Ridley. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Stroud off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Back to throw. Allen. That complete to Shorter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Allen now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Pierce now up the middle, fights loose. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds. And
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets past one man, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Allen off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Christian Wilkins able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Bass is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Stroud. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, here's Chubb again. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And Chubb will try the middle here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the Texans' 13-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. That's underneath to Pierce. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. And Stroud now to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen to throw. Got a man. That's shorter. quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This is taken at the 23. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And the Texans will take over. So Stroud and the Texans
down by 6. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
Now Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary is a unit. They worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with